If you have been going through a situationship or an on-again, off-again relationship that just has really insane chemistry, but it's also kind of making you feel like you're insane, then this might be the reading for you, especially if you're currently feeling like sad and really just kind of looking and regretting the way things are going right now, focusing on the bad, but you're really seeking like clarity and you just want communication, clarity, truth, then keep watching because that's what we're going to look at. I asked the cards who this message was for. That was what came through. And then the things that we're going to look at in this pull, we're going to look at your energy. We're going to look at their energy, and we're going to look at the overall energy of the connection itself. And then I want to look at the advice, like what advice Spirit may have for you in particular. So, do keep in mind you always want to trust your own intuition. You're the ultimate authority on your own life and situations, so make sure you keep that in mind. And it's always good to be grounded, so just take a deep breath. And let's get started. So, what is your energy in this situation? All right. That is definitely the card for you. I'm not going to lie, this is my second take, and that card came up both times. So that is definitely the card for you, and that card is the world. All right. So what that is telling me is that you really are seeing this as completed, over and done. Like it may have felt very substantial and monumental to you, but you just really, you see it as something that is done. It's completed. It's over with. You're moving on quite quickly from it. You're like, no, I'm leaving this behind me. It's over. It's done. I'm leaving it behind. And it's really making you feel empowered. Like you are in your power because of this. So, I mean, that's kind of awesome. Why are you watching tarot videos if that's the case? Why are you here? But that's okay. You can stay. Let's see what else we got going on. But yeah, good for you. So you seem like, yeah, you may have some sad feelings about it, but you know that it's over. You know that it's done. It's completed, it's over and done, and yeah, you're moving on. And you feel good about it. Especially deep down. Like that feeling good about it is probably something that's a little bit deeper down. So you may have to, meditate. But basically, how good you're feeling, that's coming forward in you moving on rapidly from this situation. I'm super proud of you. I know what it's like to be involved with a Devil Tarot card. Devil Tarot card. Did I say that right? Because I've been there. We've all been there. We've all dealt with that. We got the Ace of Wands and the Devil Tarot, which was who this reading was for. And it's intense and there's a lot of chemistry. But yeah, you're doing well. So let's see what the energy of your person is. Let's see how they're feeling about this. So how do they feel? What is their energy regarding this connection? What is your person's energy? Anything else? Nope. Your person's sad. Wow. Was it you that walked away? Are you the one that has left? Because your person, they are pretty heartbroken about all this. They are very sad. They're feeling like they have been left out in the cold. You have slammed the door. You have locked it. You have walked away. You have said no more farewell. And they are just sad. But they're trying to hide it. They're trying to appear like they're great, right? They're trying to be like, oh no, they're like above this. Like I'm so above this. I'm so over this. This is fine. I don't need this. And they're acting like they're very victorious and just like on their way with things. And are really winning in life, you know? So maybe they're social media right now, maybe they're posting all these, look at all this awesome stuff I'm doing. Look at my body glow up. Look at my new person that I'm with, or look at all these awesome things that I'm doing. And so that's really what they're trying to do. It's what they're trying to present. And deep down, they are trying to look forward and beyond, right? So they are trying to get their lives together. It's not a complete fabrication. They are trying to get their lives together, regroup, and move on. Um, but they're presenting as like, you know, this a little bit of a front. They really want to draw attention to their achievements, is what they're trying to do. They really want everybody to know how great they're doing. But like right now, they feel pretty sad. They're struggling a little bit. They do have that overall just melancholy. I feel like maybe it destabilized their foundation a little bit too. Like maybe they had seen this is almost like a grounding, reliable thing. Like they could just keep coming back to you and you'd always be there. But then all of a sudden you were like, no, I'm not. I'm gone. Bye. So I think that, yeah, it shook their foundation a little bit, made them feel like they were left out in the cold. And, but they're not going to let you know that. They're not going to let anybody know that. They are doing their very best to present this great front. And they are trying to move forward. They are trying to look at the future and see, you know, they want to feel better, but they are struggling to feel a little better right now. Almost feels like a fake it till you make it kind of thing. So that's their energy. Let's see what the overall energy of the relationship is or was. Or what is the overall energy of the relationship? What is the overall energy of the relationship? What is the overall energy of the relationship? Whoops, that was way too many cards. Okay, nope, let's we're not nope, we're not about to write a book here. Let's try to keep this to no more than 3 cards, please, Spirit. Overall energy of the relationship. Overall energy of the relationship. Oh, we have a taker. Let's see what we got. 3 of Pentacles. Oh, interesting. So is this somebody that you were collaborating with? Maybe somebody you worked with? And you guys had to have a collaboration energy. Oh, do you still have to communicate with this person? This might still be somebody that you see on a semi-regular basis or regular basis that you do have to work with in like a functional capacity. Maybe you're co-parenting, or maybe you still share a dog, or maybe you guys work together and you just have to have, you know, that sort of. Oh, okay. So yeah, you may have to have that. That may be the nature of the relationship, and you do look forward to seeing what could potentially be with it. I think maybe that was the draw, because you saw potential. Obviously, right? Obviously, you saw potential for what this relationship could maybe be, but there's a lot of sneakiness going on. Somebody was being sneaky, not being forthcoming, not totally revealing the truth. Yeah, maybe just like sneakiness, lies, deception. It may have started out very small, but we know how that goes, right? So that's what we're getting so far. I want to see what advice. That's what we want to look at next, is what advice we have for you, the viewer. Like, how can you? I wanted to make it more of a specific question when I was meditating on this reading before it actually was filmed, but I felt like I should just give you general advice. So that's what we're going to look at. We're just going to see what cards the general advice Spirit has for you regarding this connection. General advice. What's happening here? General advice regarding this connection. advice. General advice. Did I want it to come out or no? Okay, we got a lot of advice cards. This is interesting. Okay, the deck doesn't normally want to split like that. So, let's see what we got going on. Woo! This is a lot here. This is a lot. All right, Spirit, what are we trying to say? The advice. I also find it interesting that the deck wanted to split, so there's two different things at play. I think this might be his. I think this might be yours. Interesting. Never had this happen. All right, so let's see. What is the general advice? So you got Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, Seven of Cups. Very emotional, right? You've got Five of Cups down here too. You have Queen of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and King of Pentacles. This is a lot of advice. Let's see. Let's see if we can break this down into something manageable here. So for the advice, I think you need to pay attention to your emotions. The Queen of Cups, she's targeted, honed in on those cups. And I think you need to be as well. I think you really need to be tuned into your emotions and be open to new opportunity, new love coming in, finding you. You're going to have a lot of options. Like there's going to be so many options that are available. Some are going to be good. Some are going to be, not so good. But keep your options open. But the whole time you're keeping your options open, make sure that you're listening to yourself, your heart, your emotions, how you're feeling about things. It's going to make you feel more grounded. Maybe, you're going to want to tend to your garden at home, basically. You're going to want to make sure that you are prioritizing yourself in a grounded, real way. You might have some hot, spicy messages that come through. Maybe you'll send some hot, spicy messages that come through too. That might be fun. And you've got the King of Pentacles here. It's nice. I like that both the King and the Queen of Pentacles have come out, because I feel like that means you're going to find a very grounding presence, or maybe you will even become the grounding presence. There's going to be a lot of stability, calm, finding that. And there is sadness still here too. The Five of Cups. So, I think maybe that goes into paying attention to your emotions, right? Because you're going to have all these options. You're going to be working on yourself. You're going to be, really getting your finances in order, your home life in order, all the things on the physical plane, maybe your career. You're going to be getting that in order, and it's going to be stable, but you're still going to have some sadness in there. Maybe here or there, fleeting. You know how that goes. And if that's the case, when that sadness comes up, you want to just pay attention to it. You want to acknowledge it. You want to breathe through it, and don't let that drive your emotions in a chaotic way, because you have too many pentacles right here to be living in chaos, right? Maybe that's what that Page of Wands is. Maybe that's the spicy messages. Maybe you feel a little sad. You send those spicy messages, just like, but really pay attention to your emotions and focus on grounding yourself and making yourself feel more stable. And then I want to look at this too. So we got the decks were split. I feel like this one is for you. So it may be that things are a little obscure right now and you really are not 100% sure how things are going to go, where this path is going to take you. Maybe you're used to just constantly giving in to this person, right? And the idea of not doing so, you don't really know where that's going to take you, how that's going to go. But deep down, it's going to help you find balance. You're going to have temperance, balance. And I think you're just going to feel more stable, calm, and balanced overall. I think your person of interest, I think that they're going to probably have some bravado, probably present as, and they may even be that deep down. They may be somebody that has a lot of bravado and shows that side of themselves. Maybe they're a very passionate person, and they really they have good qualities, right? They have to have good qualities because you liked them for a reason, right? So they have good qualities. And they're probably going to be interacting with their friends and being social and, you know, seem to be really living well and living their best life. And again, maybe they are, right? Because just because somebody is not right for you doesn't mean they're inherently a terrible person that deserves to suffer, right? Right? Um, Sometimes it's possible for two people to just not be the most compatible, and that's okay. It doesn't inherently mean that anybody is bad or wrong or evil. But you're going to be doing well. I really think so. I really think that you're going to be doing well. You're going to have, new opportunities for love. You're going to have, as long as you focus on that emotion and really just pay attention. Pay attention to what your emotions are telling you, your intuition. Sorry. Pay attention to what your emotions are telling you, what your intuition is telling you. You're going to have lots of options, but just make sure that you stay grounded. You got the King and the Queen of Pentacles, which I just love that. I think that the King and the Queen of Pentacles it's going to really, really help you stabilize. I think you're going to feel really good. So even when that sadness comes up, just pay attention to it, ground, breathe through it. And again, maybe send those spicy messages. Within reason, be responsible. Be responsible. Okay. Well, I hope that helped. Yeah. Overall, you're doing good. It's looking like this is going somewhere good.